I want to talk to you today about methadone. You should know me by now. And so methadone is an opioid, okay? It's been around since the early 30s. It started out in Germany, and when Germany lost the war, America confiscated the patent. And so Eli Lilly drug company took it over in Lexington, Kentucky. And so it was experimented on. In the 40s and 50s, it was experimented on. And we finally started using it in the great city of New York, okay? We started using it in New York, and we started helping people who had heroin addiction, okay? A lot of African Americans were overdosing. You all saw the movie American Gangster. We had blue magic on the streets, and blue magic was very potent, and a lot of people were dying. A lot of people were suffering. And so two great people, Dr. Marie Neiswander and her husband, Dr. Vincent Dole, started using methadone. And so in mid-1960s, we started having methadone available to treat people. And here's what's amazing happened. People had less incarcerations, less sharing of needles, less overdoses, and people were functioning. So it helped people to transition. It helped people to transition from heroin to methadone. So today in 2020, we still use methadone. We use it to help people who are having cravings from opioids when they stop. We use it to help individuals to not have withdrawals. And ideally, it's supposed to block the opioid when a person takes it. And so the opioid that it was blocking back in the 60s was heroin. The opioid we have today is fentanyl, which is 30 to 50 times stronger than heroin. And so we have quite a challenge today, okay? Quite a challenge today. You say, well, what are the side effects? Mess up your teeth, mess up your bones. Those are myths, folks. What methadone will do is it will constipate you, okay? You might have some sweating from it. You could have some sedation if you're on doses too high. And you will have to have your dose decreased to a more comfortable dose. And so what do you say? Well, do you stay on it forever? Ideally, it's to help you transition from the opioids you've been taking. And some people will transition off, and then some people will use it for maintenance, and they will go on function. Some of them will be on really low doses of methadone, but that's an individual decision, okay? Now, I will say do not sell the methadone. I will say do not mix other drugs with it, such as alcohol or anti-anxiety medicines like Klonopin, Ativan, because you'll get that nod, you'll get that sleepiness, and you won't look too well, and people might make fun of you while you take methadone, okay? So I'm a nurse. I dispense this methadone. I dispense this Suboxone. And these are medications that help people come off of opioids, folks. It is a really tough time right now that we're facing in America. And believe it or not, 70% of treatment centers do not even offer these medicines for people who use opioids, okay? And they should be more available to help people the transition from an opioid to a longer acting opioid where they can finally just taper themselves off. Or if they need it for long-term maintenance, that's totally an individual decision. I was just here today just telling you about methadone, just letting you know you should know it by now, and not in a negative sense, but in a positive way, okay? It really helps individuals get going with their life. Thank you for your time. I'm Joseph McCray. Here's a great book you can get called Methadone You Should Know Me By Now. It's on Amazon.com.